future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it'll be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
The digital ID is one step away from the famed chip, and the chip is one step away from the mark. Today, your phone is your ID. Tomorrow, your palm is your phone. The day after, you are the phone.
Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality.
Just pause for a second.
First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Quadash, and double honors to those great millstone, while unto truth, and also to those filat that is scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great and powerful lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the type of the lesson is Digital ID, one step closer. So I like to say Shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope this helped you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today, let's have a quick precept here by Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says here, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So we seen in the opening video whereby saying that digital ID is one step away from that grain of rice, that MOTB. So we're getting closer and closer to the hour of temptation. Also the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles, the elders, and the bishops and the prophets of Great Millstone, has been telling you about this for a long time. And right now we're seeing now that it's speaking. It's not lying anymore. It's not tearing anymore. It's not poloning anymore. It's becoming what? Reality now. We're seeing it right before our eye. It is here, so we're seeing these things are happening, So one thing, the man said in the video that stood out, that it said, it become, a digital ID first. And after that, it said that, you just wave your hand. That from that, it's going to go under your skin. And after that, you're going to become the device, the internet of bodies. So we're seeing all these things right here, right before our eye, left and right. We got to constantly go into these things because we are so very close. So we see it here. And also, they putting this new Palantir credit score system into place. We already seeing how they rolling it out in China. China already had this social credit score system already in place, dealing with your biometric, dealing with face recognition, also palm and eye retina scan. So a lot of these things right now, that's what we're telling you about. It's already here. The technology is here. So it also, we're knowing that, and I think it's in Abilene, Texas, they building one of the biggest data system down there. It's, they're dealing with this Palantir, so everything is getting ready to be digital, very soon, everything is coming into that. And also we knowing that the new money is going to be digital, programmable, also implantable, that CBDC is going to work hand in hand with that grain of rice. So we seeing right now that they're one step closer, to them implementing this MOTB. This is what we constantly been warning you about, left and right. These things are here at the door. Also look up Big Brother is watching, so that, it's going to have you under surveillance 24/7. This is what total control to give you that badge of servitude. So that's exactly what we're constantly seeing. Also, we already knowing just about a week ago or so, or maybe right at 2 weeks, right about a week or so, we're seeing that the UK has announced the new BRIC code, whereby, you would have to, won't be able to pretty much do anything with it, won't be able to work or be able to be a part of society as you know it right now, without having this BRIC code. So they already had made it mandatory. So we know that these are precursors that are coming to America very soon. Digital IDs, one step closer. So we already knowing about the real ID. We already know the real ID is a another name for a digital ID. So we coming upon these times, he causes all both great and small, rich and poor. We can get that now. Let's get that. Then we're going to get 2 more videos. Then we're going to close out. So we're seeing right now that, the money is getting ready to have new money, which in fact is digital money. So, they are constantly fading out the old system and bringing in a new system, total control. So now let's go here to Revelations. Let's go into Revelations chapter. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Things we constantly seeing things left and right, but also we knowing about in the news about that Trump peace deal. So we're gonna keep our eyes on that too when it says peace and safety. So a lot of things are going on, every day. We're seeing that it's happening, but we know that that this is very important right here. And then we know that this man is getting ready to make this mandatory very soon. So let's start here at verse 15. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And it said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and call that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we coming upon that time where it's going to become mandatory. And then if you refuse, you should be killed. So we coming upon this time. A lot of people are getting ready to make a decision. A lot of people are going to line up and take this MOTB, but the elect, we will not bend a foe, even in death. So right here, we already know what the image of the beast is talking about, this system, what this new world order, this new system that they're putting in this place, Palantir, credit score system, Big Brother is watching, what I'm saying? This digital society, this cashless society, it's going to work hand in hand with that grain of rice. And also, we're seeing right now it's happening right before our eye. He had power to give life to the image of the beast. So we're seeing right now that the WEF and also the WHO all is in collaboration to push this out globally. So that's what we constantly seeing left and right. Also, we seeing that beast, which in fact is the revised Roman Empire. There's no new thing under the sun. So we seeing right here now, this is what they're constantly putting into place, this system, what I'm saying? It's NWO, one word currency, one word government, one word religion, so we seeing it, they folding it out right before our eyes, exactly what they want. And once again, total control. So we are one step closer for this thing is coming, coming soon to America. We put it like that. Verse 16 says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. When you go into that word mark, it goes into charagma. We goes over this left and right. It goes into that, a physical mark. So that digital oil and all that body says here, he causes all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond. So that means it's going to be what? Globally. No one, this is going to affect everyone on the planet. You don't care what color you is. It ain't got nothing to do with color. All nations, it's going to have to comply. Some people are going to comply. Some people are going to consent and be under their subjection. Some people are not going to comply. And we're whatever end it may be. We're going to trust and believe in Yahweh Ba'ashim Abishai. So, it said here, that mark, once again, the charagma, the badge of servitude, shall go into your right hand. So you already know it. That grain of rice, the RFD microchip, is all in their forehead. So we already know about the Neuralink. We already know about what Elon Musk already got in place already. So these things are here right before our eyes. Verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his names. It's talking about this symbol. You won't be able to make no type of transactions. It goes into your buying and selling. It's already started in the UK. That started in Sweden. It already started in China. Other parts of the world also fastly coming to America. So this right here, is you're not going to be able to get anything. Won't be able to purchase food. Won't be able to purchase your medication, water, clothing, or whatever, etc. What I'm saying? If you're, not being a part of this system, being taking this under the skin. That's what it's boiling down to. And also to make you a perpetual slave, and also to make you a walking device. Verse 18 says, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast. So for it is a number of a man, and his number is 603 scores and 666. And it said, who has to understand? He's talking about the true believers of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua, and the number of the beast and the number of a man. You know what I'm saying? It goes into these QR codes, into these barcodes. You know, when you go look up the one that invented those barcodes, you know, we know that number goes into 666. You know, that Chi Stai stigma, you know. So we hear, man, these things are right before us are going into tracking and tagging. You understand what I'm saying? So we seeing that this technology is already here. So we coming upon these times fast approaching, you know. And one thing about it that, you know what I'm saying, we are not ignorant of Satan's device, and also the prudent man foreseeth the evil. And who is that? You know what I'm saying? The wise, you know, the true believers of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua. You know, we seeing this is rolling out right before our eyes. So I got 2 more videos. After those videos, we'll get a few more precepts and then we'll close out. Let's go ahead and get these last few videos here. Let's go with this one here next.
Second, before you end time.
Can I see your BRIC card, please?
I don't have one. I don't have a smartphone.
Can I get another pint, please? Sorry, sir. Your BRIC card says you've exceeded your alcohol quota for this week.
Sorry, sir. Your BRIC card says you've already flown twice this year. We're having to restrict passengers with higher than average emissions profiles.
Sorry, I'm afraid your funds have been temporarily frozen. Your recent social media post did not align with the government's narrative.
Sorry, I'm afraid your BRIC card says you cannot purchase any more meat this week as part of our commitment to achieving net zero.
I've just logged in using my BRIC card and it's saying I've already had 3 hours of internet today and it's locked me out.
But check this thing out, y'all. This is crazy.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah. I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead. Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
So now let's go straight to the point here. Let's go here to Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, that the hour of temptation or the hour of testing. So, we're seeing all those precursors, it's soon coming to America, showing you all different scenarios, what it would be like when they implement this system right here in America, Babylon the Great. So we know that this system is already in place. We're seeing right now this man is moving in warp speed to put this into place. It's, it's the stage is set, all things are ready, so, after a while, it ain't gonna be no more talking. We know that famine of the word is fast approach. We know that they get ready to put a lot of restriction on this internet. A lot of things are constantly happening. We're seeing that, the peace deal. We talk, telling you about these military troops in these major cities, constantly setting that stage, getting it prepared, getting ready to roll it out. So we're seeing all the warning signs. We're seeing the precursor, what's to come, coming to America soon. So let's get this one. We get one more. We close out. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10 said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is going to be a global event. But the Lord said he will preserve you, because you kept the patience, the long suffering, what I'm saying? And one thing about it, you persevered. And the Lord said he would keep thee from that hour of temptation. The Lord is going to be a stronghold when these things come upon us, when they mandate these things, when these troops come, when they take you to these facilities, when they cast some of you into prison. And one thing about it, we're going to be thy faithful until what? To death. Because we know that the Lord, is going to come with his great reward, immortality, rulership, spiritual power. So this is where we at. Let's read this in the NLT. It said, because you have obeyed my commands to preserve. Said, let's read it once again. It said, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10 said, because you have obeyed my command to persevere. So I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world. And one thing about it is that a lot of people right now, they're of this world. And one thing about it, you're going to be tested. We're not of this world. And everybody, spiritually, we belongs to who? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And one thing about it, we seeing that this earth aid is slowly fading away. And about when you go into that word world, it's going into Alchemy. That means the entire earth, everyone on the planet. It's going to be globally. So right here, we're seeing right now that, we're going to keep the patient. We're going to constantly persevere. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep believing. Even though we're seeing it happening right before our eyes, we're not, we're not even disturbed. We're not even afraid. We're constantly trusting and believing in Yahweh. We're going to want to keep the faith. And see, we're seeing right now that hour of testing is coming. A lot of people are going to fail miserably. The Lord is getting ready. You're getting ready to find out who is the Lord chosen, who is the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. And one thing about it, that, it's getting more and more obvious and clear who these men are, who these few elect women are, so we coming upon this time, Lord is removing the covering cast. We seeing that these prophecies right now are right in front of your face. We seeing right now he's making Esau barren and barren. And also we knowing also judgment is now at hand. So now let's go to our last and final script. Remember what the prophet told you, when he goes, I told you so. Let's get this last one here. Ezekiel chapter 3. We're living in some very exciting time. Just a quick lesson, just rolling in the spirit on this lesson here. Ezekiel chapter 33, and we'll go straight to the point and verse 33, because, this is where we at here. He says, and when this comes to pass, what comes to pass? These prophecy said, lo, it will come. At the end it shall speak and not lie. He said, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. So you get ready to find out that these men that you've been scoffing and mocking for some time, and some of them, even killed the prophets back then, they are here today. So one thing about it, you getting ready to F around and find out that these men were telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So we've seen these things are lining up just like clockwork, one thing behind another. We've seen these things are picking up left and right. Prophecies are speaking loud and clear. They're popping just like popcorn. We're here, man. It is at the door. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is Digital ID, One Step Closer. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikah Quadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.